Hey guys, today we're looking at the new DJ party speaker system from Laser, and your product code is the SPK-F600. Okay, so this speaker comes obviously, as you can see, with two speakers, a microphone, a remote, and all the required cables and an instruction manual. So just got my friend here today. He's just going to help me run through a couple of the features. So first of all, we just turn the device on, and you've got a power switch on the back. So we're just going to have a look at the main menu. Okay, so with the main menu, you just want to tap the menu button on the top of the unit. Okay, so in here you'll have the bass function, which you can turn the big knob in the middle, and that'll manipulate your levels. So after bass, you've got treble. Okay, same thing here with the knob. Okay, next you've got the X Drive system. So this is basically like a big bass boost. So if you want to turn that on, you'll get a lot more bass and impact in your music. Okay, and next we have the light system. So the light system, you can basically make it just red, green, blue, or any combination of the three. Okay, and you've also got a demo mode, which will make it more like a party style where it's flashing. Okay, and that's pretty much it for the main menu. Okay, so that big dial in the middle is your DJ scratch pad. Okay, so when you tap that, okay, you'll have a bunch of different sound effects come up. Okay, and every time you tap it, it'll go through all the different pre-recorded sound effects that you can see on the screen there. Okay, and after you've selected the sound effect that you actually want, you just move the pad, or you scratch the pad for the sound effect to come out. Okay. Okay, and next we've got the inputs. So on the left-hand side, you've got a bunch of controls. Okay, and there's an input button which says Input A. Now, Input A, just by pressing that, you'll cycle through all the different inputs. So we've got auxiliary, Bluetooth, the radio, and USB-A. Okay, and just for the purpose of this video, we're going to make it easy and just use the USB as our input. Okay, so once you've got the music from the USB playing, you just want to increase your level slider on the left-hand side. Okay, and now that'll put the music up, and the knob in the middle actually controls your main volume. So make sure you've got that set to a desired level. Okay, now that'll control the volume for everything coming out of the speaker, including your microphone and your right channel. So if you want, a good way to set that is around 10 or something, just so you've got an equalized level. And then on the left-hand side, you use your slider to increase and decrease that left-hand channel volume. So these are all sort of advanced DJ techniques, and you'll get the hang of it after a little bit of time. Okay, so on the right-hand side, we've got the exact same, but you've got Input B. Now, Input B has only got line in and USB. So if you're Bluetoothing or wanting to mixing radio or even auxiliary, just make sure you're using the left-hand channel for that. Okay, so again, for the purpose of the video, we're just going to use USB as the right channel input. Now, just some basic DJing techniques while you've got both channels playing. Okay, an easy way to fade one track in would be to lower the slider as you're increasing the slider on the other channel. See, so as you can see, we went from one track to another very seamlessly, and back again. Okay, so there's very basic beat mixing there. Now, obviously, for advanced beat mixing, we're going to need to get into the headphones side of it. Okay, so on the top, we've got our headphone input. Okay, by plugging in headphones, you will basically be able to hear everything that's coming out of the speaker discreetly. Okay, so while your audience is listening to one channel on the main speakers, you're able to line up tracks using the headphone button. So when you press the headphone button, you'll see on the display, it'll show Input A and B. Okay, so what that does is it allows you to control the volume using the middle knob for both channels at the same time. And if you tap it again, you can just isolate that to input A. Okay, so you can just listen to input A and tap it again and it'll be just input B. Okay, so for a DJ, you obviously want to listen to both tracks, set your volume levels and mix them in whenever you feel that the tracks are lining up. Okay. Okay, and lastly, we've got the guitar input, which is again on the top there. Okay, and your microphone input, which your microphone will be active at any point in time. So if you've got a microphone plugged in, okay, you will be able to do announcements or your own emceeing while your music is playing. Okay, so just make sure you have the volumes or the knobs set to the correct levels, and you'll be able to speak over at any time. So if you are using this in a hall or a concert, it's good to have your mic plugged in all the time, and just use the on-off switch on the microphone every time you want to use it, so you're not getting that static coming through. Okay, and that pretty much concludes all the features for our new party speaker, guys. Enjoy.